Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Just a quick discussion video on the LG G8. Now the LG G8 is a device that's coming from LG, and sadly it's coming out at a time where the promotion is just not there with LG. A lot of companies now, I guess their marketing budget is very small, so they don't really push the phones. But I've learned that a lot of phones that don't get pushed are normally the phones that we probably should be looking at. So in this video, I just wanted to give a brief discussion about the LG G8 and some of the key features that it's going to have. It's coming out on the 12th. Officially, you probably see people unboxing it already. Those are the unlocked models, which run you upwards of $900. But I decided to take the smart route, which is get it for $600 on T-Mobile, unlocked free, boom, done. And other carriers have it for about $900. So we all know that LG's history is dropping the phone $200 and $300 after it's come out. So I like what T-Mobile has done. They pretty much just cut the price. It's $619, and to me that's just a killer deal for what you're getting. You get a Quad HD display, obviously. You get a dual camera setup on the rear, a fingerprint reader. They're sticking to what is working for them, and you know, LG is always the underdog in a lot of situations. The G7 is just one of the best phones that ever touched down in my office. And there's tons of other LG phones that are really, really good. And the G8, and I've reviewed them all, G5, G6, G7. The G8 is going to be one of those powerhouse phones that you'll probably only hear a lot of positive things from people like us, the regular folks reviewing phones, which we're going out, we're purchasing, we're pre-ordering, you know, we're getting the hands on time, we're actually using them. And we're buying them, keeping them for 3 to 6 months, a year, whatever, if we really like it. And then we sell it later and put the money into the next model. But the G8 has some features that I will not use. It's got the palm, put your hand over the phone. That is the lamest. It's lame, it's gimmicky. It's just use a fingerprint reader, or just use Face ID, or, you know, whatever. Use a pin, a pattern. I looked at the tutorial on LG's YouTube page, and you can find that yourself. It's slow, and from what I've seen, it's going to be slow. This isn't something this is more of definitely for convenience. But I'm just putting it out there. I probably will test that feature and never use it again, because there's no point in having this hand ID if it's really, really slow. It's like wireless charging. It still is not there yet. Wireless charging will never be as fast as plugging in to a fast charger, and that's just what it is, unless it's pushed along to that point. And obviously you know how that goes. It takes a long time to get some things there, but this hand ID thing is a lame idea to me. I mean, it's a good idea, I guess, but it's still in the gimmick basket because it's super slow from what I can see from LG. And I've seen a few people demo it, and it's really slow. Now, with that being said, Snapdragon 855, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, or 128 gigs of storage, a 12 and a 16 on the back with a 1.6 aperture and a 1.8, which is standard and ultra wide. And really that's pretty much what you need right there. On the front you have an 8 megapixel at 1.7 that is a wide angle. And you've got 4K at 60 FPS, obviously. You've got 1080p at 60 on the front, which is something I cannot wait to test, because LG's cameras have not been the best on the front. They've been really washed out compared to other phones. I've demoed this over the years, and they've gotten better. So you do have the 32-bit audio. I think they still have that boom surround sound, whatever, where you lay it on something. I think that's kind of lame too. But you know, nobody does that. Nobody puts their phone on a box to amplify the sound. If you do, great, I understand. But I personally would not do that. People would be like, what the heck are you doing? But it is IP68, so that's really good. And it's, you know, this is pretty much one of those phones. So 6.1 inch Quad HD display, by the way, and that's 1440 by 3120. Now, the bad part about this whole situation is that it's probably not going to get the recognition that it deserves. And so those of you that watch my channel, and people like Forbes Tech and Juan Bagnell, and I'm naming a few people who I know really are dedicated to LG, which isn't a bad thing. You know, I mean, I look to certain people for an honest opinion about something. I think Juan Bagnell is definitely, he rips apart the LG phones. He used one of the LGs for his entire CES run, a couple years back. And everybody knows Forbes Tex. You know, he's an advocate for LG, and he's not wrong. I'm an advocate for LG products. I've been rocking with LG since, wow, I don't even remember. I've had so many LG smartphones since the beginning. It's crazy. But Eric from East Computer Studios, he uses the G7 and the LG devices to record most of his B-roll and some of his full videos on his channel, he says, and he's made that public plenty of times. But LG is a brand that is not as bad as what you might hear the media say. So the media mean in the YouTube game, the media are the people out there who get the devices, and they're not hating, no shade, because LG has sent me free phones before too, like devices for review, and then just told me to keep them. The G4, I forgot the other one. There was a couple more that they sent me, and they pretty much sent me, I think, all their phones up until I bought the G3. I bought. Point is, the media in the YouTube game, in my opinion, are the people who get the products way in advance. They either hype it up or they slam it, and then unfortunately, some people watching follow what they say, and you never get a gist of what it is. The Essential phone was a great example. The U Ultra was a great example. You know, there's some phones out there that some people, BlackBerry, get slammed for some reason. You've got to treat the media with a grain of salt, folks. If you're really, and I'm not saying these people are wrong. I consider them to be media. You know, they're just telling you, they get the phone for a week, use it, or for a day or so, and then put out a review 3 days later. I don't really consider those serious. You know, I just look at it as, oh, this is like a TV ad or something, you know. But you know, I think to get the gist of it, I like to look for, because I do watch other channels, as I name a few of them. I like to look for detailed reviews, like 5 videos on one phone, 8 videos on one phone. That lets me know, okay, these people are really digging into this. Now, could you put all these things into one video? Sure. But let me give you a true story real quick. And YouTube creators, you know this, there's this thing called the average watch time. And most of us do not have a high average watch time, which means that most of you guys skip through the videos, and then you ask a question that's in the video, more than likely, which happens all the time, and the average watch time is really low. So like on this video, I guess this video might be 5 to 8 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. The majority of 99% of the people will not watch this entire video, and they will skip through, and then they'll ask questions, or they'll just, as soon as the video posts, they'll say, good job, you know, and he's like, there's no way you watch this video. It's 10 minutes, I just hit submit, you know what I'm saying? I just hit publish. So that's the thing about it. So, you know, going back, a person who puts in a bunch of small videos, like a 5-minute video on this, or one video dedicated to just this, I appreciate those videos. And that's pretty much how I try to do my channel, give you a bunch of videos on one phone, because I feel like you're not gonna sit and watch a 45-minute video. I personally like 45, 30-minute videos sometimes. Shout out to Pristine Tech. He's definitely a person. If you don't know who Pristine Tech is, all of his videos are at least 30 minutes. Nearly all of them, like 99% of his videos are at least 30 minutes. So if you are a person who likes 15 minutes and above, or 10 and above, that's me. I like a long video. I like to get engaged, you know what I'm saying? So I can sit through it. You know, I'm patient enough to sit through it, but most people are not. So people who pump out a ton of videos, and Forbes Tech, he does a lot of videos on one phone. Eric does a lot of videos on one phone. Some people just don't do a lot of videos on a single device, and I think it's, you know, I don't see the purpose of buying a device. In my opinion, I'm not going to buy a phone and do 2 videos on it. I just can't do it. I want to dig in. I want to use it. I want to see what it's about. I want to keep pushing these things out as they come, and that to me is what the real reviews are going to be like for the G8. The G8 is it's got a 3,500 milliamp hour battery. You know, it's going to be one of those phones, if you look at the media side of YouTube, you'll get maybe 2 videos. You'll get an unboxing and then a real review, which is just crazy to me. I don't see how that's possible, but it is possible. If that's how the media does it, that's the way I'm going to start looking at some of these people on YouTube. It's just media, and we all know how the media is perceived in the real world. So the G8 will be a phone that'll get slept on. There's already reviews out on the G8 from like a long time ago. Like it's maybe a month back or whatever. You know, it's first impressions. Now, first impressions videos I respect, because that is your first impression. So when you get something, you open it up, you tear it out the box, you're like, oh, let me tell you how I feel about this at the moment. Those are respectable. First impression, all unboxing videos, pretty much I respect them. If I watch an unboxing video, I respect it. Now, if you come like a 4 days later with a review, I'm like, whoa, that was quick, or a week later, whoa. Yeah, it's questionable. But I say that, the G8 will be just another ignored LG device. Here's a couple reasons why. The price. Now, as I stated before, I'm purchasing the T-Mobile version for $619, flat, done. 40 days in, use it, unlock for free, boom, good. Now, you could find the unlocked version for $900. You know what I'm saying? So, and also the T-Mobile version has the color that I like, that bright red or that deep red or whatever. I like that color. So, that's going to be something to keep in mind that I'm interested in. Just doing the regular basic black phones and gray phones. I have a lot of black phones, and it's more than I want to count. And so when I see these unique colors, I jump out there and I'd rather do that. That's most of the time, those are a few times that I jump on carrier phones because I like to live unlocked as much as I can. Like 99% I have to be unlocked because not that I'm going anywhere, but sometimes people ask, can you test it on Cricket? Can you test it here? Can you test it on Fi? Things like that, whatever. And Google Fi is my second carrier of choice. It would be my primary carrier of choice if they had unlimited data because the service is ridiculous. It's really good, meaning. So the G8, man, I think it's going to be, we already know that LG's cameras, LG's DACs are just top of the line. Top of the line. So I'll be surprised if people say that there's a ton of bad things once they start to hit, so on official launch date, today's April 5th, the recording of this video, and the phone comes out on the 12th, which is exactly 7 days away, right? So I will be surprised if we see this same trend that we have seen over the past years with LG phones. It's like some people imply that LG is just not growing at all. A lot of people online look at what's on the stats and the sales numbers. I really don't care if they're selling a bunch of them. If it's a good phone, it's a good phone. Get what you want. I feel like this is going to happen to LG though, again, and I'm hoping that it doesn't, where you still have the media, because once the phone comes out, then the media comes back sometimes and, starts putting out reviews. Oh yeah, I've been using it for 2 months and here's what it is. A TV ad is the way I see it. But the reviews that I like to look at, and I just like to look at people who I know walked in and pre-ordered that device, or they pre-ordered it at home, or they bought it and they're going to give me about 5 to 10 videos on it. I love following channels like that. And I think that's just a personal preference. You do what you want to do. But I like to look for those people. And right now on YouTube, that's a small circle, folks. That's a small circle. And the reason being is a lot of the content creators are trying to be like the media, which that's your choice. If you want to get rich on YouTube and you want to be another someone else that's on YouTube, go for it. Not going to crap on your dreams. But I'm not going to be like the media. I'm going to stay over here in this lane where I'm at. Slow grind, narrow road. I'll stay there and just go slow. The G8, I think, in a nutshell, is going to be fantastic. The only thing that will hold up the G8 is if the software is buggy, slow, and just not good, or the front camera is just not good, because we all know that the rear camera is going to be boss. Pro mode or manual mode and LG devices, top of the line. You can control the microphone gain. They've been doing this you don't need a external microphone to use an LG phone, period. And so those that are in the know, you're in the know. So you could have that thing working like a DSLR, just like that, straight up and down. So, question of the day. Are you ordering the G8? Did you pre-order the G8? Do you have the G8? How much did you pay for it? What carrier are you on? Or are you going to rock out with the $619 version on T-Mobile, which I think is obviously going to be the best deal. B&H has it on sale for $699 with 3 months of Mint Mobile service with it. And Best Buy has it on sale for $699, I believe, with activation. You find it on eBay for $899, $900. You know what I'm saying? This is just the way it's going to go. So what are you doing for your G8? Who are you buying it with? How much did you pay? How much are you gonna pay for it? What are you gonna do? It's your man Jay, discussion video vlog for Friday. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.